Did you figure out how to get the chat up? You would just should I pull it up on my phone? Just over it?
You could. I think that's it.
Okay.
All right, guys. I think we are live. I don't know. I'm trying to figure this out. Can you hear me? Let's start with that. All right. We'll wait for you guys to give us a minute to respond. Make sure the microphone's working. Audio is a bit echoey.
Is this volume completely down?
Try it again. Give me a minute, guys. I'm just going to play with the volume here. I can hear it coming from somewhere.
Can you mute that? Because it won't go all the way down.
There we go.
That ought to work.
Now, let me mute this one too. How's that, guys? We're using Ed's audio over there by him, and we'll see if that works.
Is the echo gone? Echo gone? Echo gone?
Let's
echo
see.
Gone?
There we go. Does it sound okay, or are we distant? Now it's great. Okay.
Is that better?
So,
better?
Welcome to the Joy of Building, guys. It's me and Ed, and Ed is going to build the his favorite set, Watto's Junkyard. A lot of people don't know this, but Watto was made after Ed. Tell everybody how similar you are to Watto, or how they designed Watto after your childhood.
Well, if you look up the internet, right, he's supposed to be Yiddish. He has a Yiddish accent, and I adamantly disagree. He's not. He is more of an Italian to me, because he sounded a lot like my next door neighbor. Hey Ed, how you doing? How's it going today? You hear what they did to Joey? They found him in the trunk of a car. He wasn't playing his cards right. Exactly like Watto.
That's Watto right there.
That's Watto.
Yeah.
A Yiddish accent is more like, you want I should sell you this hyperdrive. I'll give you, for $1,000, but I ain't taking no Republic credits. Republic credits will be fine. No, it will not. Republic credits will be fine. What do you take me for, a schmuck? What are you, a Jedi or something? See, that's a Yiddish accent. But I don't know, man. I just watching that for the first time in 1999, thinking to myself, okay. All right, why not, right? He's a gangster, right? Why not fit the complete stereotype? So, yeah, there you have it.
They should use a Yiddish accent. They use different accents, of course, for everything.
Well, they took away the Asian accent with the Nemoidian. Remember? A blockade is completely illegal. And then they changed it for some surfer guy in Newport in Revenge of the Sith. There's Jedis in the hangar bay. So
is that Newport?
Got to be Newport Beach, California. I mean, that surfer dude. I don't know why they did that. I would have went with something a little different, but hey, surfer dude it is. It's George Lucas. It was his movie. Do what you want with it, man.
This is actually a really good occasion to be building this set because not only does Ed have such a deep history with this set, but the 25th anniversary of the Phantom Menace is this upcoming year.
Is it really?
Did
Yeah,
you,
May
I'm
19th.
assuming you saw it
was
in
the-
theaters.
May 19th, 1999 was the release date. So I saw it sometime in May or June, and I was kind of disenchanted with that Bugs Bunny on crack they debuted. Y'all like to call him Jar Jar. And the best part, I think, was the fight with Qui-Gon and Ben Kenobi and Darth Maul, which lasted, what, not even a minute of the film? I mean, I wanted to see more of that, but whatever.
And who thought they would bring Darth Maul back? Spoiler alert, if you haven't seen it.
He was in Han Solo, too. But that took place before.
And not just Han Solo, he was in Solo.
That's what I meant.
So,
Solo.
oh, okay. So
You don't see these pieces that often. That's a pretty rare piece right there.
all right. Are you going to use the instructions to build this set?
I'm going to have to.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know how good of a builder you are.
I'm all right. I can look at pictures and kind of do it, but, you know.
Is this how Steven does it? I mean, I was on the first one or two Joy buildings, and then I bowed out. They said they didn't want to see me anymore.
Yeah, right. This is a first for Chris and I to be on a Joy Building.
Yeah. Well, the cat's away, the mice will play.
Right.
They actually, up at Brick Fair, Virginia, they have got the yard sale starting. I think it's starting right now. So we're using my phone for Ed's camera there, and Vogan and Joey from Orlando are going to be shopping at the yard sale for us. And I got a feeling Vogan's going to be calling, and I don't know what that's going to do to our stream. It's also the one we're using for audio.
You could
So
have him call
just
my phone.
let us know in the comments if we
need the
lose
blue.
audio, because I'm assuming if he texts me or calls, it's going to go out. This has some cool pieces, these guys right there.
That's not printed. Is that printed?
Yeah, it's printed.
Nice.
There are no stickers in this set.
This set came out in 1999 as well. Which pretty much saved Lego's tiny.
Yeah. So you saw this in theaters?
Yeah.
I did too. I remember when leading up to 1999, they released each year the original trilogy. Did you go back and see those in theaters? I think 96, 97, 98.
No, because I can afford a VCR, so I was watching it at home. I don't care much
Yeah,
for going
but
to
they
movies.
were digitally
Black.
remastered.
Oh,
And I think they added some scenes.
my eyes are horrible, so I can't see. Yeah, that was the worst thing. You know, the worst thing they ever did was change the Star Wars original cut. And now you cannot find the original cut anymore. When you buy a Star Wars movie, it's all the new stuff added in. And I don't know. I like the old version of the original version way better.
Do you like to watch it on like Beta Ray disc or something?
No, I watch it on digital remastered stuff. You know, it's on Disney Channel, right? We got Disney Plus, so you can get it. You can pick it up on Disney Plus. Need that hinge.
All right, let's see what's going on in the chat here, guys. Sorry, I'm ignoring everything here because Ed can't pour his own parts out. Too busy talking.
Yeah, running my mouth.
All right, let's see. We've got Randra Ratslaff in the chat tonight. And she's saying Ed should be wearing his Jar Jar hat. Do we know where
I
Ed's
don't know
Jar
where it
Jar
is. I don't know. We lost it. I don't know where it went.
It's one of the props Mark keeps around somewhere. Randy, if you know where it's at, text Maddie and tell her to go get it. If someone buys the set, it's their choice about whether to ship it built or broken down. Okay. So, Morgan, didn't you buy it? If nobody buys the set, it goes back into bags.
Somebody bought it.
Let me know if you did buy this, if you want us to break it back down for you or keep it built. Ed looks like Marlon from The Godfather. That was from Will.
Marlon Brando?
Yeah. No, Marlon Wayans. Okay, yeah, Morgan, do you want this one broken down at the end or keep it together? Ed said he would sign Watto with a Sharpie.
You don't want me to sign Watto, no, you.
He would actually, Ed said he would take a Sharpie and put his mustache.
Yeah.
And go
Watto.
and on Watto and sign it for you.
I'm sure you'd love that.
I remember I won tickets to see the A New Hope when they re-released it in 1996, and it was a midnight showing. You know, the Thursday night, first one in the movie theater. I brought my dad. He fell asleep. I was in high school. He fell asleep like I think before it even started, and I fell asleep at some point.
Really?
Yeah.
I need a 2x6 dark gray and a 2x4 light gray.
Now I just opened up the minifigure pack, and we've got a collector's spacer in here.
Which is a wise thing to have.
So Morgan, you're going to get a collector's spacer with this figure. This is probably one that you need them on. The tan does break relatively easy. Dark gray 2x4 brick.
Need a dark gray 2x6 and a light gray 2x4.
2x6.
That's a plate.
Oh, you need a plate? Okay. And a what?
Dark gray 2x6 plate, light gray 2x4 plate. Good thing we're building this.
2x4. Yeah, you sure that's the right colors? You sure it's not black?
No. Well, you know what? It could be black.
Here's the black 2x6. They make black look like they're, and then the dark gray.
Maybe that's dark gray.
The light gray is dark gray.
There you go. There you
Ed,
go.
newbie.
Yeah.
Noob.
Yeah. Got the bottom done.
All right. Hello, Nexus to Zach. Welcome to the Joy of Building. Grumpy J's here.
Grumpy
I use
J, what's up?
VIP points to bring down the price a lot on something. Cheese on Top's here. Trivia. Watto's Junkyard has Aldar Beto in it. What other set contains an Aldar Beto? I would have to assume it's a pod racing
set.
Yeah. So this must be Aldar Beto's pod racer. There's that one with 3 pod racers in it. And I think off the top of my head, I'm guessing 7111. Something close to that. Hey, Corey. I see Corey Philbrooks in the chat. And Flounder's here. Get Ed his glasses. Yeah, Ed does need his glasses. It's not his fault. It must be the instructions, you know. They use the wrong colors in the instructions.
It does look
What
odd.
happened,
It does look different.
Yeah, we'll have to complain to Lego about that. Ed found an error in the instructions from a 1999 set.
Yeah.
First time anybody's ever noticed that.
Right.
Yeah. All right, I'm going to play with the camera here for a minute because I've never done this before. There's a good view of Ed building the set. Look at those hands in action. Man. Ed, what do you got on your arm there?
That's my V-twin motorcycle with a skull. I love skulls. skull in the middle. I need a printed tile, 2x6 tile with a control panel.
Oh, yeah, okay, I saw that. Okay. Yeah, let me know if you need anything. We got to
Thank you.
get this done by 8 o'clock, I think.
Oh, it'll get done by 8 o'clock.
And I actually am expecting a trade to come in. I'm expecting Bogan to call, and I'm expecting Malachi to come in and take my spot while the trade comes in. It's a
Trans-clear.
big
windshield.
trade. A guy's trading something in for the UCS Millennium Falcon. This little guy right here.
Yes, thank you very much. So in the original idea of Watto, he was a gangster, and he owned Shmi and Annie, and he abused them. He was physically, psychologically, and verbally abusive to them, but they did not show any of that in the film because they wanted to make it PG. They wanted to keep the PG rating. So they toned him down a bit, but he was not a very nice guy. Or alien. Or Toydarian is what he really is. You impressed? I know my facts. You impressed?
Are we gonna race these down the racing track at the end of the stream? We
No.
don't flounder totally if we had two of them. I think only one fully built one comes in this set.
You get
right?
too many people complaining.
Yeah. Yeah, we rolled the Death Star down. We were taking it apart anyhow, and so many people complained on the stream.
Must be nice to be able to do that. Whatever, man.
That's exactly how they sounded
they say.
too when they posted in the comment.
Be able to do that. We can't have one.
I bet I know where the Jar Jar hat is. I bet Mark brought it home.
Why?
Well, he might have brought it up to Virginia. It's probably cold up there, up north.
He needs to bring it back.
All right, let's go. Let's look for that Jar Jar hat in here real quick. Maybe I'll find something else cool.
1x3 black. Where is it?
Black 1x3 plate.
Yeah, 1x3 plate black.
Let's see.
Or does this look gray to you?
No, it looks
Can't, it's
black.
black.
Yeah, it definitely looks black.
Here it is. Thank you. Gotcha.
You guys, when you see Mark, tell him to clean his studio up so we can find stuff. Ooh, look what I found.
Oh, there it is. Are you gonna make me wear it?
Do you want me to put it on for you?
Sure.
I don't want to interrupt your building there.
Sure.
We got a deadline to meet. Okay. There we go. Who made this hat? Was it Jillian?
Jillian. There we go. There. How's that look? How do I look? Yeah. There we go.
Yeah. Malachi's out there taking pictures.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Take the picture.
How many likes until Ed wears the Nexo armor? How many
Do we
likes
have
do we have
Nexo
right now,
armor?
Malachi?
Like. That's what we got so far. Ooh, where's Beto? There he is. He drives this thing. There he is.
He drives this thing.
We don't want
How
any
many likes
feedback
do we have?
in.
We got 17 on YouTube and 2 on Facebook.
Okay, let's just count YouTube.
Okay. So
50 likes, Ed puts on the Nexo Knight armor.
We have
Ooh.
Nexo Knight armor?
Yeah,
Was it 15 likes for that? That's good.
yeah, we'll say that.
Yep.
Okay, tonight's giveaway is let's put that on there.
Darth
Darth Garth.
Garth.
We just got new torsos made for more Darth Garths, and we have Orlando Brick Co. torsos made, but we can't find them right now. We don't know what Joe did with them. So this is Joe's personal Darth Garth that we stole off his desk, and we're giving this away tonight with the right trivia. And I like trivia a lot, so maybe we'll do some extra trivia. Let's see if I can come up with something here. Probably episode 1 related. That's a priceless giveaway. Yeah, it is.
I suggested a chrome stormtrooper, but everybody said no.
All right.
I don't think we have one.
So Will Lamb is saying bye. He's gotta go do his homework. Do we have anyone else that needs to bow out and go do their homework? Can we do an annual ABC versus OBC Olympic Games? Yeah, I would totally like to do that, Flounder. I've been wanting to do that here. You know, you fill up the minifigures, walk on Lego, all that kind of stuff. Knowing this competitiveness of our staff, I would say Atlanta would just trounce you, though. Honestly, yeah.
I mean, do it at your own risk, man, if you want to do it.
Oh, we've got Gideon Ratzlaff in the chat here.
What's up, Gideon?
I think that might be Maddie's grandpa. Yeah, I think he left his car parked out by the basement. So.
That Buick.
All right, 1999. Let's see. A lot was going on in 99 when this came out. You had the Y2K virus.
Who was president?
The Y2K virus. I'm going to just guess without doing the math. Let's see. Clinton?
Yep.
Yeah.
Clinton.
A lot was going on with that. 99, you had the Y2K virus. There were a lot of .coms, a lot of new .coms, and they all, half of them went out of business.
Yep.
And the .com bust.
I had a patient. I was doing home health as a physical therapist. I had a patient ask me, this was around November time, what you getting for Christmas? I said, I don't know. Maybe a t-shirt or, I don't know, tie, who knows what, you know. And he goes, if you ain't getting a water purifier or a generator, you're going to die. I said, why would I die? He goes, Y2K. All the computers are going to shut down. You won't be able to buy anything. You won't be able to go anywhere, do anything. I said, well, does water not continue to fall from the sky? Does it come down from the mountains and make rivers and make plants grow? I was trying to be funny. And he goes, right, but how you going to get to it? I'll just get in my car and I'll drive to it. He goes, you think your car is going to run? So why wouldn't my car run? It's got a computer in it, don't it? And I just went, oh my gosh. And he looked at me thinking I had an epiphany, right? And he goes, see? And in my head, I'm going, how do I get out of this conversation? Because I just engaged with a complete moron. How do I get out of this conversation? And I told him, I said, I got to go home and think about this. You know, like, what does my car care what day it is for it to start up and run? People just don't think.
Where were you in New Year's Eve of 1999?
Chicago.
Oh, really?
Yep.
At a party?
Yep. We were on this right there by the bay, bringing in the new year.
I'm a New Year's Eve baby, and I turned 21 on that night. And we were in Dallas, Texas, in Deep Ellum.
Dallas. What were you doing there?
My brother was living there at the time, so I thought it would be a good place to go see him. Jimbo. $19.99. What other Lego sets would have come out in 1999? Adventures was probably hovering around 1999.
Mhm.
Harry Potter came out in 1999, I think.
Yeah, I think you're
2000,
right.
1999, sometime around.
There's some yellow-headed Harry Potters that came out around that time. 2, 4, 6.
Is this all Garrett does when he's sitting here? He just sits here and looks at the chat. I feel like I should be helping you somehow.
Oh, we're good. That really is only one person get in on this.
Morgan, I don't know. Is that a real thing? Ed, have you heard of that? The
What?
year 2038 is the computer problem.
Yeah,
need
it was
to
an
worry about-
algorithm.
That's when 32-bit processors' time will roll over.
That is correct. However, they fixed that. They're fixing that, and it's going to give you another more than a millennium for that to come across again. But yeah, he's right. I heard about it, but it ain't nothing going to happen. If I was a bank, a big bank, I would look for those things, and I'd make sure that we got our ducks in a row because banks don't like to lose money.
You know what the joy of building needs is some music.
Yeah, some background
Some
music.
Star Wars music. You can fix it if you upgrade to 64-bit processor.
Well, this is what we got so far, everybody. Looks like we're building a pod racer.
So Morgan, 64-bit processors are okay. So does that mean that Nintendo 64s will be still playable,
Useless.
but NESs won't be?
Probably not.
Super NESs won't be.
Gosh, are they still being used now?
Oh, people still play them, yeah. I've gone back and tried to play those games, and I can't do it. They're just not fun. I was addicted to GoldenEye 007, probably in 1999. And we played that day in and day out, and I tried to go back and play it, and it's just terrible.
I was riding bulls in a rodeo in 1999 as well.
What states did you go to? Where's the furthest you rode a bull?
I was supposed to go to Oklahoma, but I broke my arm in half, so that was a no-go. And I just got sponsored by a whiskey company. But the furthest I went, Alabama, Tennessee, I don't know which one's further, North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, and Florida. Alabama. That's where I basically, Florida alone, you can do all season long because Florida's the second largest cattle producing state in the union. There's a rodeo going on somewhere. At least at that time there was. I travel a lot. Every weekend I went somewhere.
Lock is done. I'm finally organizing sorting my parts inventory. Quite a task. Chrome Vader said he's working on sorting his parts inventory right now. Orlando Brick Co. is actually working on sorting their parts inventory and building a build room right now. Lance is working on that. And they're going to start posting pictures soon as they get the Acro Mills cases put up. We brought down 56 Acro Mills cases for them, filled with sorted bricks a couple weeks ago. And you need something?
Mm-hmm.
And they're going to keep it at an off-site warehouse for commission building and our own projects. Right now, they're working on building our city in there. And their city is going to be bigger and better than ours.
I think a lot of their stuff's going to be pretty awesome.
Bigger and better, yeah. They got more space.
They do their better utilization of the space as well. I mean, we're stuck with what we're stuck with.
Yeah.
And we're making the best of it. But I'm proud of them. I think it's awesome. I think it's great because they are us. We are them.
Grumpy J says in 1999 he was on his third life cycle driving over the road, or as an over-the-road truck driver. Yeah, Flounder's been there to the room, and he says it doubles as a great interrogation room. I agree. Yeah.
What does? Where?
The Build Studio down in Orlando.
Oh. Are you an investigator or something? Are you watch a lot of forensic files or something?
No. Flounder is a police officer down there.
That's where
in
that's coming from.
Castleberry.
Okay, now I see what's going on. Okay.
Yeah. It's good to have the good guys on our side.
Right. So for the rest of you kids, all you got to say is a lawyer.
Randy got married in 1999? You got married before me? Holy cow.
Sorry, Randy.
Wow, I did not realize that. When did you get married the first time, Ed?
2001, 3 days after the World Trade Center attack. And that should have been a pretty good omen.
Yeah, Orlando will not have Ed on the weekend, though. That's a big deal.
You know, we
Yeah.
might one day grace them with my presence, which would that would be interesting.
Speaking of Ed on the weekend, Ed got a negative 1-star review this past weekend.
Yeah.
On Google. If you haven't left a good review for us, please do that. We need it now more than ever. You want to tell a story?
Somebody came in with some stuff that was just random Lego to me, nothing special. And I gave her a price, said $100. That's what we'll give you in store credit. Well, we want cash. We need cash. Okay, well, half of that is cash. And I thought it was quite a generous offer. They took the cash and, can you do any better? I said, no, I can't. Now, I don't remember whether I told them that they could just take it home and sell it themselves, but I said, that's the best I can do. So they took it. Then they went home and they had seller's remorse. And we were happy to give them the stuff back. So, okay, you want it back? That's fine. But it was too late. I had already thrown it all into a bin. And because I rarely ever had that issue before. This is a first for me. And, well, we didn't have it for them anymore. So they were pretty upset about that. And they left us a 1-star review.
Yeah, well, they contacted us through email. And I was like, oh, let's find the stuff. You know, we can look at it, see if it's worth any more. And we couldn't find it, so we asked a better description of it. And they sent pictures. I guess they had taken pictures ahead of time. And they said it was all rare parts. There was a 1x6 tile with a license plate on it for a Lego City fire set. And she had 2 of those. And it was all these stickered parts from Lego City sets. And it's like, we don't sell these parts. If you add them all up individually on Bricklink, it's probably a lot of money, but we just throw them in bulk. And she did not like that answer, and she gave us a bad review. So.
And you know, I mean, no one says you have to sell us Lego, and I don't understand what the big deal is. I wasn't forcing anybody to sell anything. If you want to sell it, here it is. If you don't like the price I give you, that's fine. Take it home. No big deal. I don't see what the big deal is, but it's not like they were forced to do it. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure that when people sell me their stuff, and if they have any doubt in their mind, I'm going to be like, look, we don't want it. If you have any doubt, we don't want it. Take it home, put it on Amazon, put it on eBay, have fun with it. And then when you sell that stuff to somebody else who's not going to be happy, they can do a refund and you won't have any recourse as a seller. Good luck with all that.
Yeah, Jay and Milo just joined. We are building Watto's Junkyard. And actually, Watto was the character Watto was based off of Ed and Ed's life. What else about the Junkyard and Watto's Junkyard relates to you, Ed?
Well, I grew up in a body shop.
There you go.
Not necessarily a junkyard, but I mean, yeah.
Is that why you have such a good body?
No. Because I go to CrossFit. He's trying to embarrass me. But yeah. Grew up in Philadelphia, in a body shop, working on cars. So I can relate to Anakin.
So we were
Working as a
down
kid.
in Orlando for the convention last March, and Ed came down, and we had cheesesteaks somewhere. I mean, number one, you don't go, if you're from Philadelphia, you don't get a cheesesteak in
It said
In
big-
Orlando,
There was a big sign, Philly cheesesteak. I thought, hey, lots of people from Philly moved to Florida.
Yeah.
That was my thinking.
Yeah, but it was a really nice area. It was
What does
like,
that mean?
It was a really posh, like,
It's a nice area. Some people
you
are
know, strip mall shopping.
nice,
all
nice
that
area.
stuff.
People from Philly don't move to nice areas.
So, you know, Ed goes in, and I wasn't eating. I wasn't hungry. Ed and Logan were getting something. And Ed goes in and he says, "What kind of cheese do you use?" I was tired, actually. I just wanted to go home and go to bed. Ed's like, "What kind of cheese do you use?" And they're like, these kids behind the
Provolone.
counter had no idea what kind of cheese they were using.
They said provolone. They said provolone. I said, okay, see you later.
And Ed didn't like that answer, so he just left. He said
Yeah.
Philly cheesesteaks have to be made with
American, white American.
American
Cheese,
I
white
put
American.
Swiss cheese on mine the other day.
It's not a cheesesteak then. It's something else. It's a
No,
sandwich.
it's
but
a
it's not
cheesesteak. It was
Mm.
cheese and steak.
Yeah, I guess.
Wait, is there a special bun you got to use?
A Philly cheesesteak.
too?
Yeah, there's bread too that you use. There's a certain kind of bread you use. A Philly cheesesteak should be white American, not the cheese whiz, white American, and it melts over the sliced beef perfectly. Provolone doesn't do that. Provolone is a different kind of cheese. You don't use it for that. You can use it for a meatball sub because it keeps the sauce in place and the meatballs in place so they don't slide out everywhere. Oh, well, that's a whole nother channel for a whole nother theme.
So Morgan said, yeah, I saw that complaint about gas money in their review. They should have known better than to bring up gas money around Ed. Ed borrows gas money, right?
That's right. That's right. Gas money.
Nexus to Zach says, I use provolone on my steakum sandwich, but I don't call it a Philly cheesesteak. What would you call that?
A sandwich with provolone.
Oh.
Try it white American. You'll see what I mean.
Huh.
You'll see. I mean steakum's all right. You know, you can go to some stores like Publix will sell you deli sliced ribeye, which is a very tender beef. You put it on a griddle, chop it up real good, cook it well. You don't even have to cook it that well, and put the cheese on top. A few slices of a white American and put it on the bread, and there you go.
Toast it?
You're good to go. You can toast your bread if you want, any way you want.
Is it still a Philly cheesesteak?
Yes, it is.
Toasted?
Sure.
Can I use potato bread?
No,
No.
longer Philly cheesesteak. It's got to be like a hoagie bread.
Man, I really like the potato bread.
Listen, I do feel bad about the trade that came in, and I would be more than happy to let him take it home. I didn't really want it.
She sent a picture of that stuff. I was like, "Hey, you paid $50 for this?"
I didn't really want. So I mean, sometimes I'll give people a I don't want it price because I really don't want it, and they take it home, and I'm fine with it because I really don't want it. But I don't know why they felt like they were up against the wall. I don't understand that.
Cheese on Top said, I get a steak sandwich every Friday. Family gets fish fries. Where do you get fish fries at?
You mean fried fish, right? You don't take a fish and make it into a French fry, right?
Randy says, I don't believe you, Ed. Prove it tomorrow around noon at the store.
Well,
Morgan says he's getting hungry with all this talking.
Yeah, I will prove it.
Nexus to Zach says he wants a steak now too.
I will
We
make
should
you
do a
guys
short cooking with Ed.
cooking with Ed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll show you how it's done. I used to make my own fettuccine alfredo sauce. I used to make my own pasta. I make lasagna, manigat, ravioli. I haven't done it in a long time. I used to make my own sauce. It used to take us hours. My buddy and I and a couple other friends, we're all Italian, on Sunday, that's Pasta Sunday, and we would sit there and we would make the pasta sauce. It would take us 8 hours to make the pasta sauce. So we're just watching football.
Did you say you made your own sausage?
We made our own sauce.
Oh,
Sauce.
Okay.
We would sometimes we take an Italian sausage and we throw it into the pot, and that gives it a nice flavor.
That sounds
it
like a
just boils in
sausage
it.
party.
Not really. That's a whole different kind of thing. And no, we never participated in anything like that.
Okay.
Yeah. Coming along. coming along. I'm trying to keep a
Make
straight
your
face.
famous sauce and do a Kevin Malone chili parody, says Zanlab. Ed, is it sauce or gravy?
Okay, that all depends what you got in it. If you got meat in it, like if I throw a sausage in that sauce, it's no longer sauce. Now it's gravy. Anything that has meat in it, it is gravy. That's the rule. I don't care what anybody says. If it's no meat in there, you got sauce.
Now, what if I put some soy chorizo in there?
Oh,
That's,
man.
that's my favorite kind of chorizo. You get it
No.
from Trader Joe's.
No.
It's not gravy. It's still
No.
sauce.
Mm-mm. This is where we're at so far. This is a nice set.
J Milo says Nashville Brick Co.
Yeah, I've been wanting to. Yeah, if we get the
Your
right
mom
people.
lives in Nashville, right?
My mother, my sister, my little nephews.
Your mom knows her way around studs too, so she would really be good at.
She knows her way around studs.
Probably be good at running the store.
She would.
Yeah,
she would.
Fox Leader says he would like to see some cooking with Ed. Have you ever made vegetable smoothies at 3:00 in the morning?
Yes, I have. I kept my poor roommate awake.
Ed was telling me a story a couple years ago about he was living in a house with an English lady.
Yeah, British woman.
You were renting a room from her, right?
Was renting a room from my coworker, and he had a British woman living upstairs, his mother living in the other room, and his daughter living in the house. And I was in the middle of a divorce.
Ed doesn't sleep, by the way.
I used to not sleep. I sleep a little bit better now. But I used to not sleep at all.
How many hours a night do you get?
About at least 6 to 7 hours now. Used to be like 3 or 4.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I need about 6 hours now. I'm missing a 1x1 round.
What color?
Black.
Brick?
Yeah, 1x1 round brick. Thank you. Rolled away.
And anyhow, keep going.
And, I'm not thinking. Here I am. Putting the vegetables
3 o'clock in the
Yeah,
morning?
3 o'clock in the morning. My buddy Tim goes out, Ed, what are you doing? I'll make a juice. He's like, do you know what time it is? No. I felt bad. I felt bad. I finally found another place to live, and because I don't want to burden people too long, and yeah, I moved there.
Ed, somebody has a serious question for you.
Okay.
Zanlab is asking, Ed, CrossFit or karate?
I used to do karate, Okinawan hard style, shurite. It's all low stances, very, very rough, hard style. It's not like take your dough, because that's what they do. They pretty much take your dough. It's very hard style, very, very intense workouts, and I absolutely loved it. My karate instructor was upset when I told him I wasn't going to go to the Olympics with them, that I wanted to, I got accepted into physical therapy school, and he was not very happy about that. And he was my inspiration for, staying in school and getting it done anyway, as it was. But he eventually came around. He was like a big brother to me. And I already got accepted in physical therapy school. I didn't want to go to the Olympics and ruin my chances of, it's very difficult to get into physical therapy school. It's harder to get into physical therapy school than it was to get into med school, which I wasn't pre-med at the time, but I got accepted into physical therapy, and I figured, well, let me go do that. 650 applicants, only 45 were selected. So I took that opportunity and I went with it. And I was in love with this girl, and we were going to get married. Well, that didn't work out. But I did go to school, and I figured I'd get out of school earlier. That's why I went into physical therapy route and not doctor, because I was a USF in pre-med major. And that's when I went to Tallahassee for school.
Which is the Gators, right?
No, Gainesville is Shands Hospital. I was on their waiting list. I didn't get accepted to Shands, so I ceased being a Gator fan, and I became a Rattlers and Seminole fan because I went to school at FAMU, Florida A&M University.
Mm. What's the fun factor of this set?
I like the colors. I like the way it's built. I mean, it's kind of simple. It's because these old sets weren't as complicated.
These are kind of like all the primary colors.
Yeah,
here,
they're
you got
really cool.
Green, yellow, dark red, light red, black, tan, brown.
It's as you can see, the newer sets they have a lot more detail. They're a little bit more complicated.
Well, and the newer Star Wars sets are kind of all one color. You know, they're all black.
Black or gray. Black or gray. Now that the new ones are coming out with colors though, like did y'all see the Republic gunship, the dark red? And I don't fear the dark red anymore. They changed. I understand they changed the formula, so they're not brittle like they used to be. But that really looks cool. And don't come over here trading those shock troopers that they're all over the internet right now. The shock troopers that come in that set are everywhere right now. They're probably all over eBay too. Probably all out there. Oh, 16 and 16. There we go. All right, I'm going to put this aside.
Randy, just to let you know, Maddie is out there just pretending to work.
Yeah, she never works.
I don't think she's really working. I think she's just pretending to work. Hey, Malachi! How many likes do we have? It's been too quiet, Ed. The guy hasn't come in to make his trade yet. And
because of the rain.
Called yet. Oh, yeah, it could be.
Probably because of the rain.
We had a massive downpour here.
I thought the power was going to go out during our live feed.
They said it was raining up in Virginia today, too. 30? All right. She just looked in here. Yeah.
Let's bring those colors over here and mix them in. Over here, we'll put this pod racer. Because I think we're done with the pod racer. It's
now, a lot of people hate the prequels. Do you like the prequels?
What, like Endor and
no, the episode 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, it's okay. It's Star Wars. You know, it's like pizza. Even in the morning, it's cold. It's still pizza. You know, it's all right. It's okay. They're not as great as 4, 5, and 6. No, they're not. But it's okay. It's okay. I'm not going to complain. Now, 7, 8, 9. I don't know, man. I don't know. That's something else. That's just something else.
Yeah, that's we don't even have to talk about that.
Right.
I absolutely loved the prequels. My family loved Jar Jar Binks. We had my mom had a doll of Jar Jar Binks that talked. It had a sound box.
I've gone absolutely nuts.
It never got old. I don't know. He was fine. I mean, I thought he was great. I liked everything about it. There was nothing I didn't like about the prequels. I can't think of anything bad to say about it. Now, 7, 8, 9, don't even get me started.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
But I loved the prequels. I thought they were awesome. The pod racing was awesome. I mean, it's so different. You know, they just go. If you look at it, it's very quick. You know, Weird Al Yankovic did a song where he just told the whole story, and it's just action packed. I mean, that's how exciting the prequels are. It just goes episode 1. They just go from one thing to another to another. They're on Tatooine. They're on Naboo, Coruscant. It's just great.
I'm building it just like the instructions have it. And these pieces are in really great shape. That's how we do pre-owned sets. The certified pre-owned, we make sure all the pieces are in great shape, like new or new condition. So when you build it yourself, it's as if you're building your own brand new set for the first time.
Episode 9 is action packed. Yeah, I mean, so 7, 8, and 9 are all action packed. So I would agree with that. I mean, they're not, they're not the worst movies in the world.
You have an expectation, I guess, when you're into Star Wars and you're a big Star Wars fan. You have certain expectations, and when they're not met, you get a little disenchanted, and that's probably what's going on with a lot of us old
Star Wars movie, if it's in the Star Wars universe, it can't be bad, but they just could have made it so much better.
Yeah,
so much better.
Yeah. Need a trans clear.
Nexus to Zach wants to know if Joe sent my package today. I want to get it before I leave tomorrow. Let me check my Apple Watch real quick.
These spacers are really
looks like he did send it.
Ideal for putting your figure together. It helps to preserve the torso so it doesn't get cracked. I love them. I think Chris came up with the idea. It's a great idea. Absolutely love it. If I'm a collector,
he needs a brown one though.
He does need a brown one.
Does the torso cover it?
Torso kind of covers it, but I know it's there. Either a tan one or a brown one would be nice.
Can you get a brown collector's spacer?
But this guy, I love the mold. I love this figure. I think even the newer ones come with more detail to it, but I really like this guy, this particular figure. Mm-hmm. And he's getting harder and harder to find. And harder to find in this condition. Typically what you see is those wings are broken off, or people, when they have a pile of Lego, they don't even know that this is a Lego part, and it winds up getting thrown away.
Yeah.
And this is his little computer thing that they had printed right there, which is really cool. It goes on his hand. But I'm going to take him apart and put him over here. But he's supposed to stand over here in this little spot. That would be for his stand. So that's his stand right here. All right, on to the green. We're building a green spaceship. I think this is done too.
Thank you, Malachi.
You're welcome.
Oh yeah, that brown really matches it a lot better.
A lot better, yeah.
Yeah. Perfect. This is called a sandwich board torso. And one of the problems with the sandwich board torsos is that a lot of people grab it from the back and the stomach to pull it off the torso, and your fingers are pressing down on it, and that's why you find these broken a lot. Right. And when you pull the head off, you're pressing down on it and you break it. It happens a lot with SpongeBob and Chewbacca the most. He's a little sturdier, but he's there's still give there. So yeah, it could totally happen with Watto. That's probably why you see the stress marks on it. Where you also see a lot of stress marks is Qui-Gon Jinn's hair, because he's got that hair that comes down in the front.
Yeah, curves around.
Is that considered a man bun that he has, or is it more of a ponytail?
I think it's a ponytail. Yeah, I don't think it's a man bun. I don't think man buns were the thing back then anyway. Man bun.
So Grumpy J says, what Old Republic book should I start with? I don't know if have you read Revan yet?
Yeah, that's one I would start with.
Have you read Revan?
I read pieces and parts of it, but I want to do it over again to make sure. It's been a while.
Revan is amazing. Absolutely amazing. Lord Scourge is the Sith that's in it. It's just it tells the history of the war between the Mandalorians and the Jedi, and then how it was interrupted by the Sith, and so it also tells the history of the Sith, and it's just absolutely amazing. One of the problems with reading a lot of the Old Republic stuff is I would not read anything that's not canon anymore, because I mean it's kind of like you're reading something that didn't actually happen, right?
And you get confused.
Yeah.
It can get really confusing.
See, I think Revan is canon in it, so it actually happened. Whereas the first Thrawn trilogy never actually happened because it's not canon. The second Thrawn trilogy, the first book was really, really good. The second book, he totally lost me. Has anybody read the Thrawn trilogy, the new one, and would they agree with that?
So I'm waiting for the movie to come out.
Here, Morgan's got some trivia for us. I built the 75204 Sand Speeder set yesterday, and it comes with a snake. What other Star Wars sets have a snake in them? Dagobah's got to have a snake.
Yeah, Dagobah's got a snake in it.
I'm sure there's other sets that have snakes. Pent Up Breaking says Yoda's hut. That would make sense because it's on Dagobah. There are 4 other sets. Is one of them the first Gungan sub, maybe? And then could one of them be the Naboo scene with the first Naboo set with the Kudos? Boba Fett's palace.
So what we got so far on the green spaceship. Now somebody already bought this, right? Who bought this already? I thought we sold this already.
Boba Fett's throne room has snakes in it. Yeah, that makes sense. And Jabba's sail barge.
Okay.
I don't know why Jabba's sail barge would have snakes in it. Did he eat snakes? He ate frogs.
Had frogs in this little thing.
Yeah.
Probably they put snakes in it because that's what they had available. Snakes.
We need more prequel Lego sets, Nexus to Zach says. We're getting them in 2024. It's the 25th anniversary of Episode 1, and we're going to see a lot of sets. We might even see another Watto's Junkyard. What do you think?
Why not? I mean, as long as there's so many things they can do. Just not another Naboo Starfighter. We had a chrome one come in. That's another thing, and I did not want it, and we got it in. I don't know what it is with me and Naboo and Jar Jar Binks and all that. I don't know. I think Lego made way too many of those things anyway. Every year it was a new Naboo Starfighter. And I get it. Yeah, different generations, blah, 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 all that other stuff. No. You don't have to make one every 2 years.
You know, these have really good swoosh ability. You know what I'd like to see? A Naboo pod racing set where they were either pullback racers or remote control. Wouldn't that be cool? Build your own pod racer.
I would like to see that 2-headed announcer figure in Lego.
Oh,
I
cool.
would be looking more for the minifigures because you can still make a Watto's Junkyard, but put those little droids in there. Put some other figures in there, like that guy that had his food stolen at that market, the food market. Make a little better Sebulba figure, maybe. Something like that. That I would like to see. I don't know what that character is, but Hasbro did make an action figure of that guy.
give me a minute, guys. I got to come up with a trivia question. I just forgot. We got 30 minutes left, and I think Ed is right on time.
Yeah, I'll be done before 30 minutes, I think. Right there. Anybody have any comments of sets they'd like to see come out from the episode 1?
Well, they've already announced some.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Like?
One is a pod racer set.
Okay. It'd be nice to do different pod racers than the same ones they've always made, like Anakin's and Sebulba's. Although they're really cool looking pod racers. I mean, there's other ones there and other characters that they could make. That would be nice to see.
Let me see if I can get Malachi to come up with a trivia. Hey, Malachi. Hey, Malachi.
He doesn't know anything.
What's going on?
We need a trivia question.
Okay.
Can I whisper it in your ear what I'm looking for?
Yes, sure.
These are cool pieces, printed pieces, really nice.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
That's a good one, yeah.
Yeah. Can you go research that and let me know what you think?
Yeah.
I don't have my phone. Like, you can't text.
Yeah, I got you. I know one.
Write a couple down.
Okay, yeah, I got you.
All right, Malachi's gonna get that for us.
He used to work for us a while back, and now he's back. He left, and now he's back. And he used to do our live feeds, and he was known as Superfly Malachi.
Yeah, oh yeah, he was awesome.
He was great.
He did it before Justin did it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's see. I'm back to the chat here. Todd Aldrich has a trivia question for you, Ed.
All right.
Who was the body of Darth Vader?
David Prowse?
I think so. I wouldn't have been able to remember that.
Can't believe I remembered it. Yeah, David Prowse. He would go to the Comic-Cons and once in a while somebody would recognize him. Some diehard fan would recognize him.
Triceratops said early 2000s was peak for excessive amounts of printed pieces. Yes, I wouldn't say excessive, and I wouldn't say too many. A good amount. I just love the printed pieces. I mean, look, on this one you got these pieces right here.
I do too.
I mean, that is so cool.
I just showed that off while you were talking to Malachi. Yeah, that was...
These here are just absolutely killer. The Hailfire droid has those big dishes, the 8x8 dishes. They're translucent orange, and they're printed on. Really neat stuff. I just don't like the stickers.
And they're hard to put on sometimes. If you have a shaky hand, good luck with that.
Yeah, and Triceratops says, they excessive by today's standards, where they can't even be bothered to print any of the UCS plaques,
And that would be nice, right? To have
or
printed
Indiana
plaques.
Jones plaques, or
Right.
anything like that. And especially with the UCS plaques, they're so big, they're bound to either crack or get a bubble in them or something like that. Morgan said David Prowse went to his school a long time ago.
Oh, cool. He was tall, but he didn't have the voice. And they used James Earl Jones for the voiceover, which I think was a great choice.
Oh, okay. So Ben is saying that he'd like to see the Jedi Council.
Yes, that would be great. That Aporensis guy with this half snake, half guy with the long beard.
Mhm.
I made a custom figure of him using the Medusa's body and another Jedi's robe, and then I used a long beard. And I thought it was pretty cool looking, but
Yeah.
I mean, there are people making custom ones of him. I've seen it before. These are cool.
Cheese on Top says he didn't bother using stickers. We've bought some collections off people who didn't bother using stickers, and they kept all their stickers, and we've got some killer sticker sets.
Yeah, before Chris and I partnered up, a lot of the Lego sets I had, I'd get extra sticker sheets for them, and I would never put the stickers on. If anything, if I ever built anything, I would never put the stickers on.
We need the chat over here because my neck's getting a little tight. Garrett must get a stiff neck, or maybe he does have it over here. I don't know.
We can move just trade.
I don't know. You're taking up a lot of space here, Ed.
I am.
I just feel like Steven doesn't take up this much space.
You're right. Well, he's a Lego master. He doesn't need all the space like me.
You know, honestly, this is a unique set. I've never been a big fan of it because I don't like the unfinished pod racer. You know what I mean? I get it. It's a junkyard. But it's just like, we get this set in, and it's like, you can't put it out for sale because you got all these little pieces. You got a piece over here. You got a piece over here. You got a piece over here. I mean, you could probably set it up on display at your house pretty good, but it doesn't display well in our cases. So I've never been a big fan of this because of that. All right. Ooh.
The suspense is killing me.
Some pretty good stuff here. Yeah. All right. Really long questions for Star Wars. I know if you can take it up and then have the Chris McBricker says, I love the Taco Bell cups from the prequels.
I remember those. They had the head of Jar Jar's head, Darth Maul's head, and I had a couple of them. I collected them actually. I had a couple of them, and who knows what happened to those.
I like Taco Bell a lot. I wasn't eating it in 1999 though. I remember the most either the original trilogy glasses. I think they were from McDonald's, and then and you know what? Those were made in France.
Okay.
And then I remember the Lord of the Rings glasses from, I want to say they were Burger King, and they were really cool. And then the Batman glasses from McDonald's were really cool. The little mugs. Table much easier to react to. Okay, thank you, Fox Leader. Tell me how Garrett does it. He looks at his phone on the table instead, which unfortunately my phone's over here. But this
Amateurs.
way you guys can see Ed building. Here, let's zoom in on Ed here. There we go. Whose pod racer was this? The green one.
Oh man, I don't know the name. I can picture him.
Trivia right there. Trivia. Whose pod racer was the green pod racer?
Wasn't it that flat-looking guy? He'd like to have a flat face.
Sebulba?
No, Sebulba was the orange one.
The little guy? The little tiny guy? There was a little tiny guy. I don't think that was Old Arvito.
This guy had like a big head and little legs. Most of his body was a big head. I think this is his. I just don't know the name, but you know, Hasbro is really cool about.
Here we go. Todd Aldrich got it. All right, Todd.
What was it?
Quadranero.
That's it, Quadranero. That's the one that one of the engines blew up and split apart, and he was stuck right there at the.
Wait. Ben said Mahonic.
Okay.
Which one is it, Morgan? We need a tiebreaker.
But Quadranero was the one I was talking about, right?
I don't know.
It would be cool to have like a stadium with the announcer job. Maybe put R. Singh in there because we got this during.
All right. Well, you just spoiled the trivia question, Ed.
Oh, really? Did I? Is that what that was about?
Let me come up with a new one here.
Oh wow, man! I ruined everything. That's too funny. There you go again, Ed.
So Morgan says that he thinks it might have been Gascano.
Okay, I remember that name.
Yeah.
Now, question: was that Jabba the Hutt watching the race, or was it a different Hutt? I think it was
No,
Jabba.
that was
Jabba, yeah. Because Watto did not buy those Anakin and Shmi from Jabba. He bought it from another Hutt. Forget the name of that one.
No, Gascano is not this guy. This is Aldar Beto.
Yeah.
Gascano they made. Do you remember what Gascano looks like, Ed?
No.
There's Aldar Beto right there.
It's just one molded piece, and he's pretty expensive, this piece. Again, because people don't realize that this is Lego.
Yeah.
And it gets thrown away.
We find this in bulk quite a bit, too, because people just don't know what it is. I like it. I think it's super cool.
It is neat mold.
So the Gascano minifigure is really weird looking. It's like a head. It's like a head.
That's the one I was talking about.
And he's got the droid legs, 4 droid legs coming off, like droid arms.
Okay.
Coming off for legs. The 2 figures in this set are worth $300 together. Mm.
Wow. Maybe we should be asking more for this set, huh?
Well, I guess I better come up with another trivia question.
Sorry.
Let me ask Malachi for help.
Malachi, it blew it.
Here, I'll look on the interwebs here. Did anybody see the Barbie movie out there, and did you like it? I have a feeling it's a sleeper movie, and it's really good probably, but I don't get to the movies very often. I really want to see it. And then, did anybody see the Beanie Baby Bubble movie on Apple Plus? Ooh. I think I got a good one here.
You know, this is weird. I'm kind of stuck on this part. It's not giving me even an inkling of what part's supposed to be over there, and it's not available here because I put it on this side. I thought I was building a mirror image of this piece here, but this yellow piece, it's not shown here in the instructions. It just has this piece over here like this, and I just don't get it. I don't get it.
Okay, I got a good trivia question here. What time is it? It's 7:45. Is it a good time to do trivia?
Sure.
All right, let's go back to the chat here. Let's see what they said about Barbie. Anybody see the Barbie movie? Let's see. Nexus to Zach saw it. He said it was good.
It was funny.
Somebody said Mouse There's back. Yeah, look at that. Sorry. Much busier than I had anticipated. Mouse there, thanks for keeping us safe. And welcome back. All right. I am getting ready to ask the trivia question. I don't know what the lag is for you guys, but whoever's comment comes across first, right, gets it. All right. Let's see. Are you ready? Ed, let me know when you get it, and I'll tell you if you're right or not.
Okay. Drum roll.
All right. What Star Wars Episode 1 actor was there a Pirates of the Caribbean Lego minifigure made for? Again, I'll repeat that. What Star Wars Episode 1 actor or actress was a Pirates of the Caribbean minifigure made for? Mouse there said Billy Ray Cyrus. You got it right. How did you know? Was that right?
Oh, I don't know.
Billy Ray Cyrus?
I don't know.
Oh, no, looks like it was Morgan. Morgan got it right. Keira Knightley. Keira Knightley.
Okay. Was she supposed to be Padme?
She was Padme's handmaiden. She played the decoy queen. So
Okay.
So I guess there's a chance that you could say that the Lego Queen Amidala could be Keira Knightley.
So these are parts. This is just a Quadranero's broken up pod racer. Looks like we have some extra parts. Let's see. I'm a mechanic.
Morgan, that works out. We'll just put Darth Garth, which you probably have one. I bet you have a Darth Garth. We'll put Darth Garth in with your set here. All right, follow-up trivia question. Follow-up trivia question. You're not going to have time to Google this. Just spit it out. Whoever gets this right, gets, what do they get, Ed?
Cheesesteak.
Cheesesteak. Oh, don't forget all this good stuff.
Those are parts.
Let's see. One more follow-up trivia question. I'm looking around Mark's studio here. Looking for some
Oh yeah, let's give away some of Mark's stuff.
of Mark's stuff.
He's got a ding dong.
He grabbed that. That is
Funko
really
Pop.
cool. I don't like Funko Pop. I think it's
Yeah.
but that's cool.
It's a ding dong, but you know, Mark loves them.
You know,
Grant loves them.
Yeah.
Malachi will eat them.
Yeah.
Ding dong Funko Pop.
All right, we'll have
Mark will kill me if we give it away.
We'll have Joe make another Darth Garth for you, and we'll use the Orlando Brick Co. logo torso. So it'll have to be somebody else, and we'll to be determined who the character is.
I never saw this before.
Yeah.
Is this
That,
new?
yeah, shut that on. That was Nexus to Zach gave that to Mark. Yeah.
That is so cool.
He
Is this like
autographed
a
it
new
for him
set?
too. Yeah, Mark treasures that.
Dobby loves his socks.
Yeah, it's his most prized possession.
Dobby has a sock.
All right, follow-up trivia question gets the first ever Orlando Brick Co. logo torso, Darth figure to be determined. Maybe Darth Corey, Darth Flounder. Darth Flounder, because Flounder works down there.
Darth Chris.
Chris who? I don't work down in Orlando. This is Orlando Brick Co.
Oh.
All right, what is all this? Just junk for the Junkyard?
Just extra parts.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right, here's the follow-up trivia question. Let's see. Let me get caught up on the comments here. All right, Darth Flounder. We're giving away Darth Flounder to whoever answers this. Morgan, you can't guess. How old was Keira Knightley when she filmed episode 1? How old was she in The Phantom Menace? First one to come across gets it right. I wonder how old Natalie Portman was.
Her first movie that I've ever seen her in was the Professional. And
That's
Keira
right.
Knightley was in Arthur, right? The movie Arthur.
Okay, the right answer came across. You can stop guessing.
18.
She was in Arthur, wasn't she?
She was in Arthur.
Yeah.
She looked great in Arthur.
Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah, she was in there too. She looked great there.
Let's see. You want to guess how old she was?
18.
18.
I'm going to go 18.
In the Phantom Menace.
Phantom Menace. I'm going to go 18.
Well, Ed, Chrome Vader got it right. Chrome Vader, make sure you send us a message through email, info@atlbrick.com, and give us your name and your shipping address. Say you're Chrome Vader on YouTube, and we'll make sure we send you Darth Flounder, the first Orlando Brick Co. logo torso.
How old was she?
12 years old.
Whoa!
They filmed it when she was 12 years old, and it came out when she was 14 years old.
This set contains a lot of rare parts. These printed tiles, these red wheels. You don't see that too often.
This slope
That
here.
printed slope.
Yeah. If you didn't know what that went to, you'd never guess that. Yeah.
I mean, lots of rare parts in this set. To get this set to be put on the shelf as a pre-owned, certified pre-owned set is very difficult and challenging to have all these parts here, to find them in the right colors, everything. So.
And Morgan, did you want Ed to autograph Watto for you?
You don't want me to autograph one.
That's basically Ed's sig fig.
That's right.
All right, guys. Well, I said 12 before Chrome Vader. Jay Millo, I saw your 12 come across. Unfortunately, it just on our feed, the way they come through is Chrome Vader got it first. But thank you for guessing. There's always next time. Morgan said no, don't sign Watto.
Okay,
All right.
I won't.
Okay. Let's see. Okay, so Nexus says Jay Millo got first 2. Let me just look one more time. We might have to send 2 out.
Why don't we send somebody a T-shirt? One of our T-shirts.
Well, we'll just have to send 2 out. We just got them in. Let's see. I got it beforehand. Blah, 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 blah. There's a lot of guesses here. No, I mean, no. I'm sorry. It's you see it, Ed. Chrome Vader.
Yeah.
And then actually on the chat, it's Chrome Vader, Derek Wagner, Jay Miller, Jay Miller. So, but there is always next time. We'll do it again. And thank you guys for tuning in. And we will see you next week. It'll be back to your normal lineup with Steven and Garrett. Wah, wah, wah.
This has never been done before since we've been around.
Yeah.
We've never. I mean, we've done the brick nudes and all that other stuff together.
Yeah.
But this is our first joy of building with just the two owners of Atlanta Brick Co.
Yeah.
Which is you guys tuned in.
And you did good, Ed. You killed it. You did it
I can
right
build.
at 8 o'clock. Perfect timing.
So this is a historical event that just took place here, and you guys were part of it. So thanks for tuning in.
All right. Have a good night, guys.